Hi! Today I want to show you a new way that AI is coming into spreadsheets. It's relevant to Google Gemini, not yet in Microsoft Copilot, but I'm sure they'll do the same. It's pretty awesome. Let me show you how it works. I'm going to show you two examples, one more with numbers and the other more with text. Start with the numbers. These are expenses from my bank maybe. And I'm going to use the magical AI function. So I'm here and I go AI. I have to put in quotation, my prompt in quotation marks. Which company is this expense with? And I'm going to give it the expense line, this line. It goes blue and I can generate and it says Uber. Great, because this says Uber here. So now I can take that and drag it across all my rows and do the same. Nice, love it. Next, I can do something across all of them. For example, I go AI, suggest a list of 4 expense categories for this list of expenses. Okay, let's see what it comes back with. Transport, food, subscription, and accommodation. Okay, so now I can say AI, categorize this expense as travel, transport, food, subscription, accommodation. And I'll give it this, and I'll copy it across and run. Fantastic. Now, if one of these values changes, I can, let's imagine that this one was Officeworks. The values that depend on it change, and I can go and regenerate those values. And finally, I can do something else across all of it, like AI, write a limerick about the expenses this month. And again, I'll give it all of this and I'll run it. And here we go. For the second example, I've got a different list. So I just copied here. I've got a huge spreadsheet with hundreds and hundreds of feedback entries on my sessions. And so I just copied 87 rows from it. And I can ask something like, AI, summarize, or what are the top 3 things that people like about my sessions? And I'll give it all of this information and let it summarize. So what I'm trying to show you is that it can read a lot of content for us and come back with enthusiasm and knowledge, practical examples, etc. What do people use this for? People use it to categorize like I did, or to glean information, get me outliers, give me insights, what's weird about this data. And what we're having is a cell that can think, a formula that's not just deterministic at this average that, but actually thinking with AI. People use it to draft posts, to suggest responses for comments, to summarize sentiment or to find sentiment in a lot of words, all sorts of things like that. Not yet in Microsoft Copilot for Excel, but I'm sure it's coming. And if you watched me all the way to here, the end of July, we're doing a bootcamp, an AI bootcamp in Melbourne, in person, in a room, where we're going to go through all sorts of ways you can use AI, taking us from beginner level through advanced prompting, tools that we can use, free and paid, and even some automations and agents. If you want to be there, go to the events section on inbal.com.au.